Hey, what's going on guys? So we'll be taking a look at a tempered glass screen protector from BoxWave. This, however, is not your standard iPhone 6s screen protector in the sense that it actually adds buttons to your phone screen. As you know, it's part of the iPhone's design that it has a single button on the face of the device. However, this should theoretically add a front and back button. I'm not exactly sure how this works. It should just add a button here, and these will be linked to the top left and right side corners of your screen, which is a new feature in iOS 9 that if you are multitasking between apps or something like that, there will be a little thing that says back to mail or back to notes or something like that, and then you can push the button down here. Then it will act as if you're pushing the top left corner of your screen, and then that will put you back an app or whatnot. This should theoretically also work for anything that's up in the left and right hand side of the screen, so it should work for the flash in the stock camera app and switching the cameras and something like that. So basically anything that is in the top right or left hand corner. We'll go ahead and take a look inside the packaging and everything like that, and then get the screen protector installed. First and foremost, we have our alcohol prep pad, we have a drying cloth, and we have a dust removal sticky tape pad here. So nothing too fancy. Most of these things come with a standard glass screen protector, and then we have the actual screen protector itself. It looks exactly like a regular glass screen protector, except in the bottom corner here there are actually little buttons here. So as you can see, there are two little gray buttons here, so these are the buttons that they are adding to the iPhone screen. And while these will be really obvious on the white iPhone, on the space gray phone I don't think you could even see these buttons. So I'm not sure if I'll actually like the look of these buttons here, but if the added functionality is good enough, I'll probably keep the screen protector on my phone. That is all we get in the box here, so we'll go ahead and install the screen protector. First and foremost, I have to take off this current glass screen protector. If you guys are interested in seeing how to take off a glass screen protector, here you go. So theoretically I shouldn't need to clean my phone because it just takes off a glass screen protector, but for the purpose of this video, I will go ahead and clean my phone screen. So we'll open this alcohol prep pad here, and then we'll go ahead and just wipe down the iPhone screen. So this is pretty much standard for installing any screen protector. It's nothing too complicated. However, it is a glass screen protector, so installing should be much less painful than something like a plastic screen protector where you just have bubbles everywhere. We'll just kind of get a good wipe down of the phone screen. I really don't need to be doing this because, like I said, I just took off a screen protector, so I'm probably doing nothing more than dirtying my phone screen right now. But anyway, theoretically you should just clean this like this, and then you can get all of the dust and dirt and all of that gunk off of your phone screen, because you don't want that trapped in between the glass and your actual phone screen. So then we'll go ahead and use a second cloth here to wipe this down. A lot of screen protectors actually include a wet and dry. However, this one, I guess it's kind of what this is, but this is more of just a microfiber cleaning cloth. A lot of ones actually include a wet and dry wipes and a microfiber cleaning cloth. However, it looks like this will be sufficient here. Once you're finished wiping all of this off, you should be ready to install the screen protector here. I'm hoping this isn't very painful. It is a glass screen protector, so it should be fairly easy, but lining it up is always not that much fun. So right here we have a little message that says, please peel this mask off before application. So I'm guessing we're going to peel this side off and then put it face down like this. It doesn't actually say, there aren't like multiple steps or anything like that, but it shouldn't be all that complicated. So we're just going to peel this piece off here, really hoping I can align this properly. And then we should theoretically just set the screen protector down on the phone screen here. Lining it up is key here because we have the buttons to worry about, and we also just have the look of it. I'll go ahead and make sure this is all lined up like this. We should just be able to set the screen protector down. I messed it up really badly, as you can see, so we can simply pull the screen protector up again. It does seal pretty well, so you can't do this too many times, but we really do kind of need a good installation here in order to actually be able to use this properly. And I'm going to call that good enough. Around the home button here, as you can see, it's a little bit flawed, but at the same time I'm not super worried about it. So as you can see, the iPhone looks basically the same except for the two little dots in the left and right hand corner. These are of course the dots that were added by the screen protector. However, as for an actual screen protector, it seems like it's pretty good, even though the dots, I don't know if they work necessarily yet. But for the actual screen protector, it looks like the coverage is very good. If you can I'll zoom in here, and you can see that a lot of screen protectors, just because of the rounded design of the iPhone 6 and 6s, they actually stop short of the iPhone screen. But this actually looks like the coverage is pretty good. It doesn't go all the way to the edge or anything like that, because you can't with the design, but it actually looks like the coverage is basically perfect. So yeah, like I said, the dots are a little annoying down here, but I think you definitely get used to it. If you have a space gray iPhone 6 or 6s, you definitely would not notice these dots at all. As for the actual thickness of the screen protector, it is a little bit thicker than most glass screen protectors, I want to say. Of course, glass screen protectors actually come up off of the iPhone screen a little bit. This one feels a little bit thicker. It's not thick enough that it's a big deal, but that's probably due to the buttons down here. I'm really just impressed that somehow there are buttons here, because it's like there aren't any like wires or anything running up here or anything like that. So I don't know how somehow you push this button down here and it activates the top left corner. It's really, really impressive to me. I don't really know how that works, but we'll go ahead and see if it actually works. We'll try this in the camera app. So theoretically, if we push this button here, and it should turn on the camera's flash. So push this button here. Oh, it actually did. So tapping this button down here is exactly the same as if we actually were tapping in the upper left hand corner, which is really, really cool. Because if you are actually multitasking between apps, rather than having to like reach up or something like that, like that's why this is invented, so you can go like that and tap something up here. But if you actually have the buttons here, you shouldn't really ever need to do that. I mean, obviously if something's right below that or something, you'll still need to do that. But it's really, really nice to just be able to push a button here and have it activate the top left corner up here. So if we push a button here, it'll flip the cameras around, and if we push a button here, it'll turn on the flash. You do have to push fairly hard. It's not like you can just like tap it like this because it doesn't work, but if you push it hard enough, then it does actually flip the camera pretty well. It's not like you have to push ridiculously hard or anything like that, but you have to give it a little bit of force, and it does work very, very well. Unfortunately, however, this product working well was very short-lived. I've been using this screen protector for about a day now, and I've noticed that I really can't stand to use it. This is mostly because the screen protector really takes away from the iPhone sensitivity. Up around here, like basically I would say from like here up, you have to push on the screen 4 or even 5 times to actually click on things up here with the screen protector on. I'm not sure if the buttons on here are supposed to replace these things up here, like that just totally makes this part of your screen dead, and then you're supposed to use these buttons, I guess. But I don't know why that would be implemented as part of the design. I'm not sure if that's actually their intention here, or if the screen protector just doesn't work as it should. This wouldn't really be all that big of a problem if the buttons worked consistently, but I found that I've also had to push the buttons 3 or 4 times in order to actually click on something up here. So I've been trying to like go back or something like that, and I've been pushing up here or something like that, and then I've pushed 4 or 5 times, it hasn't worked. I pushed in here 1, 2, 3 times, it doesn't work, so I end up closing the app and actually opening it again in order to get back. This has all been with the screen protector on, and for this reason I cannot recommend the screen protector at all. I thought it was really cool with these smart buttons at first, but after using it for a day, it just doesn't work well enough for it to actually be practical. It wouldn't be that big of a deal if the buttons were inconsistent. Like, I mean, if sure, pushing them 2 or 3 times is annoying, but if you actually push them 2 or 3 times and they work, that's fine. But the fact that it just basically removes all of the sensitivity of your phone screen up here is just really, really annoying. I'll open up the camera app here to show you what I'm talking about. Let's see, I bet it's gonna work now that I'm on camera, but if I push up here, okay, of course it does work, but it flips the camera maybe. See, I'm pushing up here to flip the camera, and it's not flipping the camera up here. If I push on here, it did work on the second try here. If I push it again, it flipped again. All right, so that's good. But again, like clicking on it up here, it doesn't do anything at all. Like, let's zoom in and see if I can really show you clicking on it. So like click, there we go, it worked then. But click again, worked. All right, now it's working. But as you saw, I clicked on it 5 or 6 times and it didn't work at all. That has basically been my experience with this screen protector for the last 24 hours. It just has really not been working, and it's been really, really irritating. Like I said, the buttons work decently, I think, but the buttons are still even inconsistent. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. I don't know what's up with that, because you would think they would just kind of work consistently, but that has not been the case. You can push really hard, the buttons won't work. You can push really lightly, the buttons will work. But then later, you push lightly and the button doesn't work, and you push hard and the button does work. So they're just really not consistent. That has been a main problem with the screen protector, other than the fact that it actually takes away the sensitivity of the iPhone screen. One of the best things about glass screen protectors is the fact that they retain the iPhone sensitivity. Some screen protectors take away a little bit, but it's not bad. But with glass screen protectors, they're like almost exactly the same as your actual iPhone screen. So swiping and clicking on things should be exactly the same. And that is not the case with the screen protector at all, which makes me not want to use the screen protector at all. I'm actually going to take it off right after this video is over, just because it's unusable. Clicking on anything basically on the top half of the screen just doesn't work the first 3 or 4 times, and then having to click on something 5 times in order for it to be able to function just makes the screen protector not worth it to me. But anyway, this has been my review of the ClearTouch SmartButtons tempered glass screen protector for the iPhone 6s. This is from BoxWave. It says BoxWave on the back here, but it doesn't say BoxWave on anything more than a sticker. But this was shipped to me from BoxWave, so I'm assuming BoxWave is the company that like manufactures it or something like that. I'm not sure what's up with that, because it's just like a sticker on the back, just like this is a sticker on the back that actually tells you. There isn't any advertising or anything that says SmartButtons on here, which is kind of weird. It's just like thrown in on as a second thought or something, which is a little weird. As I said, I can't recommend the screen protector unless you are wanting to be frustrated while using your phone. But yeah, anyway, if you enjoyed this video, then a like rating is always appreciated. If you dislike the video, then feel free to dislike the video, but please leave a comment telling me why you dislike the video so I can try to improve upon my reviews in the future. But yeah, anyway, this has been Jordan from Joe Reviews. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in my next review.